Okay, the last time we left Flynn Deerheart, or Ranger, they had been ambushed along the Torrent River next to the Spar Forest. From there, after fighting off the ambush, they received word that a dispatch from Tiegra needs to be taken all the way over to Red Brick. So, with an injured Private Newton, they decided to travel up to Tiegra. Our party was short on gold for upkeep, so they lived off the land and foraged for herbs and found nothing. When Flynn arrived at Tiegra, the bishop informed them of a disease rampaging through, and they had to stay away. So Flynn and the others made camp for a week. They did find a gorge that has a cave-like feature. They chose to ignore that for now. Still living off the land. They also looked for a shorter route to Red Brick through the hills, but did not find it. Finally, the disease ran its course, and the townsfolk offered some gold to negotiate a mutual aid deal amongst settlements all around Red Brick. And since we were headed that way anyway, because eventually we want to check out this abandoned mining campsite that's part of a quest, we decided to take that contract. Newton was fully healed. We helped the town guard for food because we're still short on money. We did sell the tools that we found on the bodies of the ambushers for gold. So we got the documents and headed for Red Brick. We did meet a monk on the road, but he completely ignored us and moved on. When at Red Brick, we delivered the documents and were given the 1 gold for delivering them. The mayor of Red Brick wants us to return his reply to the bishop in Tiegra, which we accepted. We'll get there eventually. Once again, we helped the town guard for food. And in talking to locals, they offered us a contract for gathering information on a suspicious person. We got 3 gold for that. And it turns out the person was just a harmless merchant down on his luck and nobody to worry about. We did try and negotiate on behalf of Tiegra, but failed that one. And at that point, we decided it was time to set out and explore the abandoned mining campsite. So, here is what we're dealing with. Here are our adventurers, minus the ranger, who I just knocked on the floor. Let's get a wide shot. Okay. So this is our abandoned mining campsite. There are 3 points of interest. One, the little blue marker in that abandoned ruin. One on the rocky outcrop, and one over here in the woods. And we know that there is a werewolf in the area. So, I'm gonna put our adventurers lined up here. And this is a monster lair encounter from the 5 Leagues from the Borderlands book. And the way it works is basically one person goes in to scout these locations so as to not to try and sneak up on the monster, and they have to try and get close to these markers, and different things can happen depending on how close they get in the dice roll. So Flynn, being the ranger, he will be our scout, and he will get things started. Okay, get things started. Our scout, technically, the rest of the warband is not on the table yet. So, scout, the ranger will move to there on move 1. There are no markers in sight. I think I'm going to go over for this house first and then just work my way around. Okay, each scout may move their normal movement in any direction. At the end of the move, roll 2 dice 6. If the roll is equal to or greater than the distance, location is or no. Okay, so basically, if I roll a 2 or a 3 on 2d6, the monster becomes aware. Okay, 10, so we're good. So we will move again. That puts me to here. Because of the wall, I don't think that's within line of sight yet, so we will roll again. Okay, we're still good. So we'll move. Okay. We'll move here. Okay, that is now in line of sight, so we need to roll 2 dice 6 again. We are still good. And, okay, that was a 6. Okay. If they're within line of sight and closer in inches than the die roll, true. Close has been scouted. Roll D100 on the curious location table. As soon as I find my percentile dice. 55. I have the beast unaware. The beast is here but is unaware of your presence. You may continue scouting or proceed to step 3 below, ignoring any results of monster tracks or beast aware. If you roll the beast aware at a different location, the beast becomes aware you will be located where you found it. Okay, step 3 is the battle. So, what we have, let's remove this marker and replace it. Here's our werewolf. So the werewolf is up here. I do not want to start the battle right in front of it. So I think I am going to move over to here. And that's within line of sight, I would say. Let's roll 6. So then, let's see, it's right. I would say yes. So now, let's roll these dice. We got a 62. The beast unaware. Okay, so we just ignore. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah, I just nothing. So that one's removed. So this is good. I'd rather move away from the beast for now until my friends get here. I still can't see that one. So let's roll. Oh no! Apparently my scent has awakened the beast. So we remove this. I whistle for my friends for help. And okay, the beast aware. Place the monster figure and immediately move it a normal move directly toward the scout. Okay. So it jumps down comes tearing after me. So, there's the werewolf. The ranger and my friends are all the way over here. So, now, okay. Monsters aware. Place each warband member within one move of the entry point. The scout may take a single move, then roll for initiative. Okay. So these guys, get around this house. So basically everybody comes running out here, including my trusty dog Fido Steeltooth. Scout takes a single move. I'm moving back this way. Okay, that does put me about right here. So, Alright, so now we roll for initiative. Just get my... Okay, the scout will be the gray die. 20 to 4. Okay, so our group will go first, so that's good. I can get everybody together here. And basically just kind of consolidate everybody here. Move Clef the sniper over here. Desty will move here. Okay. So he can see Clef. Alright, so let's take a break for a second. Okay. It is the... I had to look up some stats. I'm playing a combined 5 leagues from the Borderlands is kind of the narrative. I'm using Rangers of Shadowdeep characters and combat because I really like the combat in both Frostgrave and Rangers of Shadowdeep. So I kind of fudging 2 systems together here, and sometimes I have to figure some things out. But anyway, we're ready to go. The werewolf gets a first action of 7. Moves to here. Okay, so I made a slight scenario change here because what happened, the werewolf charged into the group and was basically slaughtered immediately, which was kind of pointless as a scenario. So to make this a little more challenging, we reset the wolf back here where he first sees the group. However, instead of charging in like an idiot, he howls and summons his 4 wolf friends. There's 1 at each edge of the table. They will charge and will move toward the werewolf until they see a party member, and then they will attack the party member. So once the odds get a little better, then the werewolf may charge in. So, that being said, we're going to... Let's say that was the creature phase, so it is the... We're going to do ranger phase. Turn order out again. It is ranger phase, creature phase, companion phase. Okay, so the ranger phase, we will shoot at the werewolf. Both, well, it has to be him. So he's a +2, 20. Well, okay, he's a +2 shoes, that's 22. The werewolf is a 16 +4 is 20. So I did win by 2. So 22 minus its armor, 11. It's once again 11 points of damage. Okay, we're gonna roll that again. Okay. 13 plus 2 is 15. And it's 12. So 15 minus its armor of 11 is 4. Okay, so it took 4. I just have to remember. It says 4 points of damage, not 4 health left. So, okay. So now it is the creature phase. The werewolf, being smart, will move back out of view from these archers. Somewhere on here, there's a 4. There we go. So I knocked it over. The wolves, they move 8. So he can see the elf, and he has enough to get there and attack. So the clef is getting ready to shoot the werewolf, and suddenly a wolf comes tearing out from behind the tree and attacks him. This one over here, we'll move towards the werewolf. Gets to there. This one, he cannot see. I don't think he can see the party from his viewpoint. Down here. Oh, we can actually see the dog, so he will tear off toward the party there. And this guy will tear off there, but he does not have enough action left to attack. So now it is the... Well, okay, first we got to do the combat. The wolf is a +1 fight. And Clef is a +2 fight. The wolf is yellow. Bad guys will always be yellow. Okay. So that is 19. He wins the fight over the wolf. Wolf's armor is 10. Its health is only 6. It did 9 points of damage. So the wolf jumps on his back. The elf flips him over and rams his dagger into his throat, and he's dead. So one wolf down. It is the companion phase. Crawl, the hammer. Here's the wolf charging and turns to face him. Fido, steel tooth, turns to lend assistance. These two will stay put, I think. The elf can see the other wolf, so he will take a shot. He's a +2 shot. Yeah, that's a total miss. So then we have Crawl versus the wolf. He is a +4, +2 more for the support from the dog. That's a 20. Okay, so that's going to be 20. Armor is 10, so that's, he just hits him with his maul and just splatters the wolf into oblivion. Now it is the ranger phase. The ranger draws his bow and shoots at the charging wolf. He is a +2 shoot. That is a miss. And that is everything. It is the creature phase. And to make this a little more challenging, I think every time there's not 4 wolves on the board, one will randomly appear until there are 4 wolves on the board again. until the werewolf's killed. So that will keep me from just sitting here and killing the wolves off one at a time. So we're going to have to move to hunt down that werewolf. So it is the creature phase, so let's roll and see which table edge a wolf appears. 1, so that is back here. So there's the wolf. Okay. This one comes charging in. It is just short, but it is close enough that it snaps into combat. This wolf, same thing. We'll charge out. Does not quite have enough to attack. So we have this wolf versus Kroll. Ooh. Wolf is a +1. That's 20. Kroll is a 7 + 4. It's 11. So the wolf gets through. So that's a 19. That's a 20. Kroll's armor is 10. So he takes 10 points of damage and only has, as I try and open my dice container with one hand and finally succeed, he only has 4 left. So my Kroll is a vicious fighter too, so that's a, if I lose him, that's a big blow. Okay, and the other wolf can't attack because he used all his movement to get to Clef. So we have the companion phase. So Desty's going to move here. I'm going to leave, I can't move the ranger. What is Newton? I really don't want him. No, he'll move up. He'll move up to there and try and confront the werewolf. I don't know whether that's a smart move or not, but he's gonna try. So it is Kroll's turn, because he did not, or did he? I can't remember if he activated. No, he didn't, because he doesn't have a bow and the wolf wasn't there yet. So Kroll gets to fight, and he will get a +4 for support, so that's a +8 to the wolf's +1. Oh my. He is so angry. He hits the wolf and just literally tears its head off with that maul. I said he was a vicious fighter, and I'm not lying. He always rolls well. So, another wolf down. Over here, we have Clef. Who's the better fighter, Clef or Desty? Desty's a 3. Yeah, Desty will lead the fight. She's a +3, +2 more for support, so that's a +5 to the +1. That's a 21 to 13, so 21. Wolf's armor's 10, that's 11, it only has 6, so another wolf down. Okay. And now it's the ranger phase again. The ranger is going to move up. Let's try and take down this werewolf. He's going to move up here. And he cannot. Yeah, I guess he can't see the werewolf. Not very well, but enough. Kroll will protect the rear. And Fido will move behind him. Okay. So, the ranger will take a shot at the werewolf. He has a +2 shoot. That's a miss. Okay. So now it is the creature phase. I have to see which table edge the replacement wolf shows up on. This one. Meanwhile, this one sees crawl and moves to there, right by that board. Okay. And the werewolf. Charging in doesn't seem like a good idea. So it will move. Let's see. You know what? Let's roll for a random direction. Let's see if it wants to charge in or run away from it. So it runs, yeah, it runs this way. So 7, so it gets it to there. And then, okay, so we can run all the way around here. It's a wood pile. Which makes sense, because its wolves are coming in here, so it would try and get in behind them. So, that is it for the creature phase. It is the companion phase. This thing is going to run around. We may have to cordon off here a little bit. Okay, he's got a shot. She's going to move toward the wolf. She can move 6, which is just close enough to snap into combat with that one. He's going to take a shot at the werewolf. And Private Newton is going to move this way and try and sneak around the back. And we'll try and cordon him off here. Okay, so let's take cleft shot at the werewolf. He's a +2 shoot. That's an 18, but the werewolf's a 20 +4, so that's a 24, so that's a miss. And now we have Private Desty. She is a +3 against the wolf +1. She got a 5. Okay, the wolf won that one. So it's a 9 minus her armor. Her armor's 12, so she hits it and it tries to bite her, but it can't go through her armor. So that's it for companion. Okay, ranger phase. Ranger C werewolf. Looking on. Where's the? Okay, that is. Yes, barely. So the ranger's going to take a shot. There's just a line of sight through that ruin there. So he will take a shot. He's a plus. Well, that's going to be a miss anyway. That's a 12. Yeah, that's a miss. Oh, I should have moved. Oh, it's alright. Okay, so that's it for the ranger phase. It is the creature phase. Let's see which table. Okay, boy. Werewolf had a lot of wolves on this side of the table. So now that wolf will attack. Unfortunately, this wolf. Does he have enough to get there? Yes, he does. Just barely. Now Destiny's suddenly facing 2 wolves. Not good. So that +1 wolf is now going to be a +3 wolf. That's a 6, so she won. That's a 17. 7 points of damage. That wolf goes down. Let's replace one with the finished base. Looks better. And now the other wolf attacks. That is a 11. She's a +3. That's 18. So 18. Armor 10. 8. Wow. Do not mess with Private Desty. She is a badass. Okay. Actually, should have probably considered charging the werewolf in. Instead, I think he's going to play the same game here where he tries to move. Try and be behind this tree. That will cover. Oops. And then hopefully his wolf friend protects him. So, okay, that's it for the creature phase. It is the companion phase. Destiny's had enough with this stupid werewolf. She is moving in. So, 6. Yeah, why not? She goes in there, but she does not have enough actions left to do anything. Clef will also... He's going to move there. Private Newton move to there. And you know what? I'm going to activate Crawl too. Let's see, if he also moves 6, I think. Yeah. Here. Okay, he can't shoot because she's in combat, but she can fight the wolf. She is a +3. The werewolf is a +4. 14 to 6, so 14. Werewolf's armor is 11, that's 3. So it's up to 7 points of damage. So it has, oops, wrong figure. It has 5 health left. Knock the roof off the ruin. Okay. And that is it for the companion phase. Here's the ranger phase. Oh wait, Crawl forgot his health marker there. The ranger, well, he's going to be where Crawl is. He charges in as well. Broke his bow and I knocked him off. Okay. And that's it for the ranger phase. It is a creature phase. Which board edge? 13, something new. So 6 to 10, so it's all the way over here. Okay. I'm not sure he'll get in the fight in time. So the werewolf will fight her, the wolf will move in and support. So the werewolf, it is a +4, so her +3, but he gets 2 more, so it's going to be +6. Oh, hold on, 1, a 7 is not enough, so 14, she's a +3, that's 17, armor 11, that's 6, he only has 5 left. Desty slays the werewolf, which also ends the onslaught of the wolves. However, there's still a wolf left. He's only a +1. 15. Oh, apparently while she was busy with the wolf sneaks around behind her and bites her on the leg. So 15. Her armor is 12. 3. She takes 3 points of damage. She still has 9 left. Not too worried about that. Okay. Now, let's see. That was the creature phase. It is the companion phase. Desty attacks the wolf. Does he have enough to get there? Yes, just enough. Join the combat. We'll move. That's 9. Okay, so let's see if Desty can kill this wolf. Oh yeah. Well, okay, 18. She's a +3. 21. 2 more. 25. Oh yeah. Another wolf down. That's the old one-man killing machine. One-woman killing machine. Okay, at this point, there's one wolf left. There's really no threat to the party. So I'm going to say that with the werewolf dead and bodies of other wolves all around, it turns tail and runs away. So we have successfully killed the werewolf. I really should say Private Desty successfully killed the werewolf and most of its wolf companions. Krull did some damage, and I think Clef got in a shot as well. So the abandoned mining encampment is clear. So I have to look up and see what kind of loot we get, and that will be next. Get one roll on the loot table here. So let's see what we got. Rolled a 60. 60 is tools. Again, same thing I found the last time. Seems to be a very tool-rich region. Is there a tool sub-table? Yeah, okay. It is... I rolled a 30. It is an icon. I don't know if that means anything, but... only one guy. Okay. Well, I guess it's just an icon. That's it. Nothing special about that. So, and we can also use the part of the werewolf for a magical ingredient that our wizards need back home to fight the Shadowdeep. And I have to see what happens.